Hey,
Sorry.
welcome to the workshop number 118. This is a comedy safe space. So if you want to say the Z word, feel free. I'm not going to tell your parents. Tara, you're up first. Let me know what your topic is and when you're ready to begin, and I'll start your time.
All right. I was given the topic of shootings. Yeah. As soon as I saw that word pop up on the screen, I went, "Oi! All right, I'm on it." And we're living in such crazy times that just the word shootings makes us go like, "Oh, which one?" Like, there's multiple a day. And the number of shootings that I read about in a single day is greater to the number of shits I take in a 24-hour period. And I have IBS. So, I feel I've been given a pretty decent head start on this race. But shootings, I mean, the ratio is easily 3-1 shootings to shits. That's just how I'm figuring it. Do your own math. My 17-year-old just graduated high school in June and actually listed his achievement as completing base education without being shot. That's printed in his yearbook. You guys can buy a copy and look that up. I'm not kidding. It's not a lie. It's 100% true. And I wanted to be like, Dylan, that's horrible. But he's not wrong. He's a realist. And that's the realest shit I've heard since Columbine. Sweet mother, these jokes are getting dark. Hope they don't get shot. Yeah. To change gears, other shootings. I used to get paid to shoot babies. That's also not a lie. That it is a joke, but not a lie. I'm actually, I worked in pediatrics. So it was shots, not shootings. But that is one of my favorite things to do. And I have paused conversations by saying, hold up, I got to go shoot someone's baby. And only other healthcare workers get it. Like muggles just don't understand. Don't call immunizations shootings, though. I'm begging you right now, because the next thing you know, we're going to have a shit ton of Karens and anti-vaxxers saying, well, I'm against child shootings. And they're going to do it just to fuck with us, because we're not going to know what to say, because technically they're not wrong. So I'm saying it right now to make it official. Don't do it. Do not say those words. Immunizations are not shootings. One's good, one's bad. Okay, we covered this earlier. You should be paying attention. And now, to incorporate all of 2020's hysteria into a single convenient vial, the COVID vaccine is coming. It's the virus. It's a vaccine. It's a shot. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, that is a mass shooting right there. And I'm going to call that my time. I think that was probably about 3.
Sweet. Yay. Amazing.
Yeah, shots fired.
It was like about a 240. You guys have any feedback?
Muggles just don't understand. Was that Will Smith quote or
well,
wait?
That was, parents just don't understand, but us in the healthcare refer to people outside the healthcare as muggles.
Yeah, I got that, but I thought it was also like a rap quote.
But yes, it was a Will Smith nod. Good
okay.
catch.
Yeah, that was clever.
Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed the set. I don't know of any specific feedback, so it was delivery is good, material is good.
Slower.
two things. More shooting babies. I like that.
Well, I am pro-vaccine, so I mean, I'm all for shooting babies. Yeah,
I've
we'll do
shot
more,
more babies than rural China.
Oh yes.
And then you have a 17-year-old. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Word. I'm gonna be 40 in March.
You were 12 when you had okay.
No, I was old enough to drink when I had him and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I was old enough to be drunk and get knocked up to have.
Is that a Chumbawamba reference?
Oh my God, it totally could be. It was accidental, so that's how
I get
hard
knocked up, but I
get
get up again.
Yep, I got knocked up and got back up again because I have 2 kids.
But yeah, that you could totally like call back to that and end your shows like, thank you, I've been Tara. I gotta go shoot some babies really quick. Have a good night.
Yeah, I think I liked it more if you actually shot babies for a living.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of hoping you'd go dark for a bit.
It's all in the phrasing, you know. Oh, we could work like a whole like island of Dr. Moreau thing into this.
Yeah, I had the other day actually. I had some drunk dude ask me what I did for a living, and I told him I strangled babies, and he thought I was serious because he was drunk, and he got very, very angry. And I was also in a gang, and that was not a fun situation.
I mean, somebody has to do it.
I liked the thing about the dark jokes and then the shooting. That was hilarious to me.
Reality's funny, right?
No,
but thank you guys for the feedback.
Any more feedback, you guys?
Shoot more babies.
I'm gonna write that on the clipboard.
And then,
Huh?
no, it's just you might not want that written down in case someone visits.
If they know me, they'll understand.
You could shoot them like balls, like a basketball, like you would shoot a ball.
Yeeting babies.
Yep. Dunk a baby dunkers.
Is
Dunker
Columbine like an Instagram challenge or something? Like, are all the kids nowadays doing the Columbine challenge on TikTok or something?
How
What's
you haven't seen
that?
Fight Club? How
Yeah,
old are you?
I've seen Fight Club. I'm 34.
And you don't know about Columbine?
That
yeah,
was like
I
the
I'm
first
just-
major school shooting.
I know. That's why I'm saying like everyone else is a copycat doing the Columbine challenge.
Okay.
It was my attempt at a joke, but
I'm picking up what you're
Yeah.
laying down.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, bodies.
it was the ice bucket challenge, then the Columbine challenge.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
kid has often joked, he's like, well, I am a blonde hair, blue eyed white boy in high school. I mean, I've got the demographics of a shooter, right?
Mhm.
But he let us down. He didn't fulfill the prophecy, apparently.
There's still college.
That's true. I'll send him to
You
Kent
go
State.
get him, Dylan.
He's even got a shooter's name.
I know.
Is that true?
One out of 3 shooters is named Dylan.
I just
And
picture
he's
you-
got 2 middle names that are hyphenated. Like I thought
Oh,
this
God.
serial killer thing in the making out. Like when there's a podcast about him one day, they'll be like, did his mom not think this through?
and then they cut to this clip.
Gotta go.
It's such a good name to be yelling in the midst of a shooting. You're like, Dylan!
I just picture it like a battle cry, like Dylan.
I need to know what Bilal's
Dylan
thinking.
rolls in with the Dillinger.
That's
Or-
true.
Wait, no, I was thinking of Derringer and John Dillinger. I got those confused.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm stupid. God damn it. Found out.
Well, I couldn't think of the name The Lonely Island earlier for the life of me. I've been told I look like the Jorda guy from Lonely Island, and Edward Norton apparently. I don't know.
Have you looked
I've
at
been
any
told I
pictures
look
of
like
young
Ed Norton,
Hitler?
too.
Young Hitler? No, I don't think I've seen. Are there baby pictures of Hitler? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Or-
no, they got rid of them on the internet because they're just so cute.
No,
Aw.
they got rid of them so you don't know what he looked like when you go back in time.
So you
Oh,
can't kill him.
They
Damn
used to
it.
kill all the Austrian babies instead of singling them out.
I don't think I could kill baby Hitler. I'd have to
I'm
like
gonna.
wait until he was older and I heard him say something mean. But like, A baby? I'll leave that to Tara.
He was so ugly.
He looks like a young Mo from the Three Stooges.
Yes, look at that awful hair.
I don't
my
know.
God.
Look at Bilal. Hitler's looking
real?
pretty.
I just googled young Hitler, and this is what came up.
I have the words baby Hitler in my Google search history now. This is the thing.
You're on some kind of watch list.
But I was thinking of this picture. Is that
That's him?
Yeah, he
Could
looks
be.
like a school shooter.
Yeah, that looks like him.
I could see him
Those looks
killing like few million Jews.
Yep.
I can see it.
That's a pissy pants crybaby right there.
Yeah. Anyway,
So any more feedback, you guys,
can probably
you should-
move on.
on the topic?
Maybe,
of shooting?
maybe you should say I'd never shoot a baby not named Hitler or whatever. What's the way? I'd never shoot a baby unless it was named Hitler or something. You could throw that in, baby Hitler. That's the one baby you'd actually kill.
Would you though? Because like then Hitler's never Hitler, and you're just a baby murderer. So you're just some asshole who just murdered a baby.
But
'Cause
I
they
don't know why
if
my-
it was gonna be Hitler.
My brain hears the words baby Hitler and it equates it to something cute like baby Yoda. And I don't like what my brain's doing with this combination of words. We need like this
Fine,
is
kill,
terrible.
kill,
Dirty
kill.
baby Hitler.
No, but imagine
Maybe.
imagine you're just like pushing a stroller with your baby in it, and some dude like hops out of a portal and like shoots it in the face, and then they're like, "Oh, is that Ryan Sim Jr.? He was gonna grow up to kill 8 million North African nomads in the
Berbers.
future," and then they just hop back through the portal. How are you supposed to feel about that? You're supposed to be like, "Oh, that guy just saved 8 million nomads," or are you gonna be like,
man,
"Fucking what?"
but
Best.
I gotta
episode.
give him props for killing that many nomads because they move around. They're hard to track down. Like,
It was like I said. I'm still working on it.
that's a
So
lot of nomads.
Yeah.
What about the yes mads?
Huh.
hey, look who's here.
I'm leaving.
Hey, Ahmad.
What's up? Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, good. You didn't miss anything.
You
Yeah.
no.
did.
Ouch. That's
Just a side.
Wow. Now I'm out of here. Bye.
But
We talked about killing baby Hitler a lot.
Yes.
Why would you want to do that? That's murder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you know.
It's true. You're right.
Wait, haven't you guys never watched Family Guy? Never alter the past, right?
I thought that was The Simpsons.
Well, they both do that.
yeah.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. Simpsons actually, like, they have a time machine because they predicted a bunch of shit. But if Stewie taught us anything, is that if you kill a fly in the past, then you're basically, like, fucking up the entire world.
I feel like that's true.
Yeah. Like, what if we kill baby Hitler and then Hitler's mom is like worse?
She has to, like, carry the torch.
Baby Hitler.
It's in my Google search history now.
Okay. Now the order now is going to be Luke, then Ahmad, then Ryan, since that's how you guys appear on my screen.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? I got bumped up to say, all right.
You got bumped in front of me. That's not bumped.
Well,
I said bumped up.
I got
my
bumped.
I don't
fault.
know.
I'm sorry. It's
all good.
blame StreamYard.
All right.
So Luke,
Me.
you're up next. Let me
All
know
right.
what your topic is and when you're ready to begin. And I
My
will start
topic
this
is comebacks. Comebacks. All right, I will go ahead and start. To write out this set, I actually had to look up what a comeback was. Like, apparently, when you get insulted, you can do something other than cry and flee the room. Like, what? Comebacks are the things that you're supposed to think of within 2 seconds. But for me, it's usually 2 decades later. And then I think of the perfect comeback to roast Sammy, who insulted my GoldenEye 007 skills. Well, Sammy, I may not be great at GoldenEye N64, but Oh shit, I lost my place. But your mom was shaken and stirred last night by my 007-inch penis. Yeah, what? Oh, that would have gotten him so good. If I ever do happen to come up with a good zinger, like I just feel guilty that I was mean to the person who was mean to me. Like, Sammy, I'm so sorry my scathing comeback scarred your soul. My fragile ego will shrivel and die without your approval. To make it up to you, can I please buy you a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Blizzard from Dairy Queen? We can ride in my mom's Ford Windstar minivan. It has enough room for me, you, and your mom, who's my girlfriend. Yeah, what? That worked. Cool. LL Cool J famously rapped, "Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years." I don't know, LL. There's probably a good reason why people were calling it a comeback in the first place. Like maybe your last album was unsuccessful and you faded from public consciousness after Deep Blue Sea. Like you should encourage people to call it a comeback. If you have a comeback like LL, people under 30 will know who you are again. Like comebacks are good. But surprisingly, recent polling suggests that if LL Cool J ran for president, he'd win. He polls exceptionally well with the female demographic. Yes, it seems that ladies love Cool James. Pause for laughter. Yeah, so I've been told that I'm a very good listener, and I forget who told me that. I'm kind of drawing a blank on a name, but I never forget a lower back tattoo. And this girl, she was bitching about like politics or her husband or something, and she's like, "Oh, you're such a good listener." I'm like, "Hey, thanks. Now shut while I bust this nut all over the dolphin." Yeah, so she had like a dolphin lower back tattoo, and it was all bright and shiny, and I made some glistening white waves and surf on it. It basically looked like a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. So once again, my topic was comebacks. Thank you.
Cool. Clapping with
Thank
my
you,
hands.
yeah.
Watch me clap with my hands.
Grab my notebook.
Any feedback, you guys?
I liked the 007-inch penis thing.
Thank you.
That was a good one. With the LL Cool J, you know, you're quoting the song "Mama Said Knock You Out." You could very easily call back to another mom joke with that.
Mama said, okay, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Because "Don't Call It a Comeback" is the first line of "Mama Said Knock You Out."
You have heard that song, right?
Literally, yes, I have. I had to like think, where does that phrase come back or
I think
come
it was in
from? And I'm like, I had to actually look
Yeah.
up. Like, oh, LL Cool J.
Those Columbine kids listen to LL Cool J while they shot the school up too.
God. They're into Marilyn Manson and LL Cool J. Yeah.
I was. I was a weird 90s kid.
Mama said no.
Yeah, like a lot of I was in the 90s. I was like a baby, so I didn't get a lot of references made.
Did you get the GoldenEye 007?
I mean, I got my N64 right.
Yeah, like I didn't say N64. I kind of missed that part. But...
You said it.
Well, I meant to say it like earlier, but so I stuck it in where I wasn't gonna say it. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
yeah, and LL Cool J jokes aren't for everyone, but
I did get the Ladies Love Cool James one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was good.
That's literally what it stands for.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about Warm James? No one's nice to Warm.
They don't like him. No.
I wrote back tattoos are gross.
Okay.
Cover.
Yeah.
Some call
No
them.
comment.
Yeah. Some call them sex targets, but personally, I can never come on a back tattoo, especially since my mom has one.
My kid's mom has one too.
Isn't that you?
What?
What was the appeal of a back tattoo?
The 90s.
Yeah, for a while it was like legit sexy for like a couple months, and then
It's
You
the
know-
spring break license plate. That's what it is.
You don't have to show us, but is it at least a cool one, or is it like
No.
is it like a flower or something?
No, it was supposed to be a tribal butterfly. So that right there is going to tell you all you need to know. And the guy that did it, I was 17, and he dropped acid about 30 minutes before he started. And when he finished, he's like, "Fuck, I was chasing that butterfly all over your damn back." And I'm like,
Oh my god.
what does this look like? And I kid you not, I'm not showing it to you, but it looks like a flying hot dog with curly fries, like on the side. And it's just like the body of the butterfly is like this very Oscar Mayer looking thing. And it's got these like pointy wings coming off of it. And then the tribal swirls on the sides are just like, whoop, whoop. And it is a monstrosity, but it hurts like a motherfucker to get those covered up. So I've had this for 22 years now.
wow.
So you have an actual wiener target on your back.
Oh yeah, literal. Yeah. And then I tried to fix it by getting my zodiac sign, and that guy was probably just as fucked up as the first guy that tattooed me. So now it's just it's not cool. It's not pretty. I don't show them off. And thank God my husband doesn't judge me for them.
We
I
would
know a
never
guy
do
who,
that.
That's not allowed in Canada. You
Yeah,
you can have a lot of maple syrup before you do a tattoo, but only one bottle.
it's true. We have a lot of immigrants, but no back tattoos. That's
Yeah. Those are outlawed. And this is why I'm still in the United States.
Always make sure your tattoo artist is sober before giving you a tattoo.
I was 17 years old.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. But that would be insane. No one can ever do like a nice drawing if they're on acid or mushrooms.
Yeah.
I most. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, cool thing though. My brother now is a professional tattoo artist. So like I have a legit person, but he's all the way in California, but he wasn't let's see, how old was he when I was 17? 11. So yeah, he wasn't tattooing then.
So if you wanted to get rid of it, you would get it covered up. Because I was thinking more like, because I know a guy who would scoop out a chunk of your flesh for free if you let him keep it.
I know, but it's like right above my ass, and that would really make my pants fit funny.
Hmm.
So I mean, I got to pick my battles here.
Yeah, the guy is me, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well,
well,
still no, but thank you.
or as they call them in Detroit, a coney dog.
I guess I'll put the flesh scoop back in the cooler. Then,
It has to be cold when you use it, or I
yeah.
would think a hot flesh scoop would work better, like butter through the skin.
Right, you want it to be cool, so it doesn't hurt as much.
Oh,
Honestly, I think
like-
flying hot dogs are awesome. Tribal flying hot dogs.
This is 2020. We've got lasers and shit now, guys. We don't have to be using no like
You're right.
toaster knife.
You should have the hot dog tribal butterfly shooting lasers out of its eyes. I love it.
Oh man, the only way it could get worse is if I go and lay on one of those things at 7-Eleven and be like, "No, my hot dog belongs here."
Hey, that might get rid of it.
Any more feedback on the topic of comeback?
You could have said something about Superman, that hoe.
Superman. Oh yeah,
That's what that song. That's what that song's about.
Yeah, probably somewhere in the LL Cool J joke. Like, I could probably mention it.
Soldier Boy. I think that's actually what Superman, that hoe
Soulja Boy.
means.
Yeah, it does.
Wait, what does it mean?
It's when you come on a girl's back and then you put some sort of fabric, cloth, whatever on it, and it sticks to her, and it looks like she's got a cape. So she's
that
like
is
super.
hilarious.
What?
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Hang on, I'm learning new things. I'm gonna take notes.
Superman.
I need
Oh,
to try
wow.
those too.
Hey, you ready? When you ejaculate, Urban Dictionary, when you ejaculate on a girl's back and put a blanket on her, so when she stands up, the blanket sticks, therefore making her look like she has a cape. There you go.
But
I want
Wow.
pictures.
you need to like make it dry for a little bit, though, right?
Yeah,
Otherwise
yeah,
it-
that's what it's
Yeah,
cuddling.
true.
You're just
Gotta get
setting the
tacky like
cement.
spirit
You're like, all
gum.
right, baby, don't move for like 10 minutes.
Setting the
No, how-
cement. Setting the
how-
cement.
How high up on her back are you supposed
I
to
just see him
come,
going,
though? Like, that's-
Is it ready yet?
how
You need to
fuck-
get it around her shoulders so it clasps.
Damn, Soulja Boy was actually more creative than I thought.
Right here.
That's what
Right?
the song was about.
He's a lyrical. He's way ahead of his time.
Yeah, he's a pioneer.
Yeah.
He doesn't get the credit he deserves. But he did have a great comeback last year.
But untus.
Okay. Ahmad, you're up next. Let me know what your topic is, and when you're ready to begin, I'll start your time.
Sure. So yeah, my topic is probably going to be shorter than usual, but my topic is kidnapping, and it was pretty ironic because I actually saw a kidnapping today, and I was walking down the park in Stanley Park, and I was the only one that noticed the kidnapping. No one else saw the kidnapping, and I didn't want to intrude. I didn't want to be a mean person. The kid seemed pretty comfortable, and he eventually woke up. So that one was terrible. You guys shouldn't have laughed at that. So there's another one about like babysitting that I'm trying to figure out, but I'm not gonna do that. So I remember once I was semi-kidnapped when I was a kid, and it wasn't just me, it was me and 7 of my cousins. So the kidnapper thought that, he hit the jackpot. He came up and he was like, "Do you guys want to see some stickers on the back of my fan?" And we were like, "Yes." We were pretty gullible like kids at the time. But my own curiosity saved us. I kept asking innocent yet stupid questions to the point where the kidnapper thought that I was just a secret agent in disguise of a 7-year-old. And I basically was like, "Why don't you want anyone to see us get in your van? Like, why are you being so secretive about it?" He said, "It's part of the game that we're all playing." I said, "What are the rules of the game?" He was like, "Well, just don't let anyone see you." I was like, "Well, what happens if someone sees us?" He was like, "Well, then people are going to come and they're not going to let me play the game with you anymore." I was like, that doesn't sound like a very fun game. That just sounds like you just created your own game because you don't have a lot of friends. But we didn't have any other games in mind, and our parents were too busy shopping. So we thought, what better way to spend the weekend than with some 40-year-old dude and his friends. After we got into the car, I asked if we could grab something to eat on the way, and he just seemed more and more angry every single question I asked. So eventually we all started asking questions, and every single time he wouldn't respond, each one of us would start screaming out the windows. So he just basically dropped us off 20 feet away from where he picked us up. And he was like, "It's not worth it. I'm sorry, this isn't going to work out." And then he just drove away. And now I'm realizing that might have been my first breakup. And that would explain a lot about why I have so much trust issues and personal space issues. And yeah, that's it for me. I know it's only about a minute and a half, but yeah.
That was 2.5. You're good, man. Sweet. Yeah. Amazing. You guys have any feedback?
I didn't get the see the stickers on the back of my van, or is there something you can replace that with?
Well, honestly, that was just a true story. Like the dude, that's how he.
Okay.
And I was like, I want to see what those stickers look like. They weren't even
Really?
that cool, to be honest. It was just like one was like a picture of Pinocchio, and another one was like an empty gas tank or some shit. I don't even know why I remember that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just like the fact that he was the most uncreative kidnapper, and he almost like got away with kidnapping 7 children. So
Yeah, well, like definitely sell that it's a real story and that like you were a weird enough kid to want to see stickers or something. I don't know.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I could definitely
Yeah,
change
sell
it,
those
put a
parts of
better
the story.
punchline in there.
Yeah, the ending punchline about the breakup was really good.
Okay.
Mhm. You could even continue that on with like, and I tried to find him on social media. Turns out he's married. Now I'm even more heartbroken.
Right.
Like we weren't good enough for him or
Yeah.
It turns
Like
into
the
like
one
a
that got
relationship
away.
story.
yeah. I was the
Or
one that
like-
got away.
Or if like
I don't
like now that you're growing up, you like you see him with kids, you're like, oh, that could have been me. He's like, no, I get old and gross now. Get lost.
Yeah.
You had your chance.
He was all
Yeah.
about that catch and release.
Yeah, I outgrew my prime with him. I honestly, the thing with that joke is that it was just a long bit that I just extended, but I was trying to find more punchlines in there. I feel like the best idea I could have come up with was just like create a whole romance story out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also wanted to ask about the play on words of kidnapping and babysitting, because in the beginning I had the kidnapping bit, and I'm trying to figure out like a parallel to babysitting, because babysitting is sort of the same idea where it's like a very careless act and helpful act to help little children, yet the name is probably describes the worst thing that you can do to a child, which is babysitting, sitting on a baby. But I still can't figure out
or
the
maybe
punchline for
like yeah.
Or you could equate it to like, I just got a job babysitting. It's been going really well. Can't wait till their parents find out, or
that.
something like you've been
I did
babysitting a
that.
kid, but the parents don't know. So that way it's borderline kidnapping.
Right.
Or
Okay.
like a convicted kidnapper, like he can't risk like being arrested again, so he's like super into babysitting now.
They're mine for a little
I
bit.
gotta get my fix of
Yeah.
being
Like
alone with children.
kidnapping
They have to
methadone.
do what I say.
That actually might work. Thanks.
That babysitting talk just reminded me of when I was in elementary school. There was this teacher, and all the kids had a rumor going around that she would sit on you if you gave her chocolate. And so one day it was my birthday, and I got chocolate cupcakes, and I gave her one, and she had me sit down in a chair, and she sat on me. And now that I think about that, that's pretty weird, right? It's not like a normal thing.
Yeah. I maybe call your therapist about that.
Or tell me where that school is.
Is that teacher still working?
I don't know.
Does she have an
Look her up.
OnlyFans?
Well, fucking yeah, that pun at the beginning. I feel like it would have hit harder for me if you had only said kidnapping once, because I saw it coming like right after you said kidnapping. I was like, okay,
You think?
I know what it is.
Yeah, because I wanted to drag it out to make it more like, I wanted for a split second, I wanted you guys to be scared that I actually saw kidnapping.
I was.
So that's why I kind of dragged it out. But yeah, I didn't think maybe if I say it too much, then I'm sort of giving it away.
That was like, because that was where my mind went, like immediately, like you said, I saw kidnapping, but like
I'm the only one that noticed the kidnapping. No one else saw the kidnapping, so I emphasized too much on it.
yeah, like because I mean, because everyone would still be like just as thrown off if you only did it once, if people didn't see it coming immediately. But I think, yeah, like if it were brief, like more brief, it might punch it up a little bit more.
Right.
But that's just my thought. I don't know. Doesn't mean anything.
Makes sense.
It's still funny though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Any more feedback on the topic
What?
of
Kidnapping.
kidnapping?
You said he almost kidnapped 7 people because it was hard work.
Because it was hard work.
Didn't you say it's hard work kidnapping?
Well, it's just the fact that he hit the jackpot by getting lucky with like
Yeah.
7 kids.
Well, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just thinking you could make a joke like he's like, hey, why don't, instead of kidnapping just one kid, I could go to like the Costco of kidnapping and just kidnap a bunch at once.
Right.
Get them in bulk.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like a preschool. Or just
Yes.
hijack a field trip bus. There you
Well, it was at a parking lot for a playground, so that would work too, actually. Like
There
a
you
children's playground.
Yeah, now that when you said it's hard work kidnapping, I'm picturing like that being someone's job. Like they went to college, got a degree in kidnapping.
all teachers.
Did I say hard work in
Maybe
kidnapping?
maybe I put it up, but you said he almost did, so I was like, he must be white because he just couldn't. He was just lazy.
Taking shortcuts.
Yeah, he just is. I'll do it next week.
Yeah. Or if you like, go on vacation and get kidnapped by a cartel or something. That's also.
Destination kidnapping. Those are the best.
That's like every
like-
Taken movie.
All you can eat. Come.
Or you're like, on a ship and you get kidnapped by pirates.
They,
Is
they
that-
must. They probably all look like Luke then.
Mhm.
The
The
pirates
best
or
one
the
that-
kidnappees?
You heard what I said.
Both.
Well,
I
in the
mean,
Middle
yeah, I
East,
could
it's
see
only
it.
You look like a kidnapper though. You look like you just kidnapped someone right now.
Me?
No, Ahmad.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Keep it down. Did you guys hear anything?
you got like the Unabomber going on, but like
Oh,
yeah.
like a V-neck, like this sexy Unabomber.
Yeah. Well, that's
Little
how
bit
I
of
got
love
him. That's how he liked my sweater, and that's how he showed up.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it
yeah, I need to shave the beard because it just doesn't look good. It doesn't
It's
No,
look.
it looks fly, man.
That's what gives the look away. I gotta hide in the shadows. I can't make it too obvious.
Does that seem like you're like, hey, let me dress like a composite sketch?
All these milk cartons look just like me.
So,
Do they even do that anymore? Do they have missing kids on milk cartons?
Now they're all in the
Yeah.
post office.
Walmart billboards or whatever. Have you seen me?
Bulletin
No one
board.
even looks at like the papers. It's all on like online now, pretty much, or Amber Alerts, really.
Or is it thelost.com or something?
I get the dog alerts. I'm not really big on the kid ones.
What if that was why people were buying milk cartons? Like, instead they didn't need the milk, they just needed to know who had been kidnapped.
Or they're window shopping.
Like,
Who is it this
these
week?
motherfucking news
Yeah.
companies are like buying milk. Like they just
What do you? Yeah.
grabbing
What do you
one
want?
piece.
1%, 2%? No, I'll take the Jeremy and the Kimberly.
Keep
I
an
don't
eye out
know.
for them. They're hot commodities.
It's like
There's
playing.
a reward.
It's like
They're
playing
down at
cards.
They're down at the news station sorting milk cartons.
Now,
It's like fortune cookies.
now we're like,
Just
were those lost or missing photos on there the same time as like the pogs on top of the milk carton? It's like, oh, this is bummer, a kidnapped child. Ooh, a pog. Let's play this game.
I forgot Pogs existed. till
Yeah.
this-
Bilal's like, what the fuck is a pog?
No, I
What the
know
fuck-
that. I got the. I
Is
know
it
the milk
1993
house.
again already?
They need to make a comeback though, right?
Why didn't you put that in your set?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Pogs.
missed
Like
out.
I didn't. All right, my family was poor, so I didn't get Pogs. I got Slammer Whammers.
Oh,
My
those are
friends
dollar
who-
store ones.
That's
Yeah,
the great
something like-
value Pogs.
That's like the Kmart brand there.
We had
Damn
those up
right.
in Canada. You could get them at the dollar store, but you just knew which slammers were the cheap ones because they would just like disintegrate. Or we used to have a shareware video games before the internet, the dollar store up here. You could buy them on the disc, and the poor kids would be like, "You play this game?" You're like, "Yeah, but have you played level 2?" Because they hadn't.
Oh god.
Good times. I remember when I was you guys' age.
Wait, how
Yeah,
old are
time
you?
machine we don't know about.
What are you, 22?
I'm 24.
Oh
Oh,
Ahmad, what are you? You're like
22.
24, 22, yeah.
yeah.
God, my
Yeah.
flying hot dog's almost as old as you.
Aw.
His name is Dylan. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. No, never mind.
Any more feedback on kidnapping?
Good. I like it.
I want to quote. I just want the audio of that.
I can't run for president anymore.
Ryan, you're up
Oh yeah.
next. Let me know what your topic is when you're ready to begin, and I'll start your time.
My topic was horror movies with an H, and I don't really watch horror movies. I don't know if you guys do. Like I like comedy movies. I don't really want to put something on that instills fear in my friends and family in the hopes that they'll grab my arm. I was if I wanted to scare someone, I would just show them my credit score, and yes, they do come in single digits. And no, it's not good if they match your birthday. I did see a scary movie on the weekend though with my mom. Have you seen WAP, right? And she just looked at my father and she's like, "What's an ass pussy?" And he looked at me. He goes, she left out the wet part, so I don't want to know what they're talking about. I do. I was always afraid of Nightmare on Elm Street. You guys seen that? That's when they attack children in their dreams. But the movie was always unrealistic to me. Yeah, I wanted to make it more realistic. So Freddy Krueger would be killing a lot of young boys, fucking their hot cousins and aunts. That's just. I have had some scary dreams. They don't put this guy in the movies very much. You guys know the Death, Death or the Grim Reaper.
Mhm.
He came to me in a dream and he had that Sith, and I was like, "What is that?" I Googled it because I had no idea, and it's an old medieval harvesting tool, and I was like, "Well, that's pretty dated." I thought maybe if they remade him nowadays, he would just be like this redneck on a John Deere combine. It would be great, And if someone's gonna come take me to the grave, I'd want some fresh corn and apples too. He's definitely a farmer. What else did I write? Oh yeah, I had last Halloween I was dating a feminist girl, and that's no problem. But I didn't want to upset her, so I offered her to make the choice on what movie we watched. So I gave her the option of they, them, or it. So I just let her pick the pronoun, and we are still waiting on that movie. I don't know if you guys know, but Halloween is it's canceled up here in Canada. I don't know if you guys are doing the same thing down there, but I don't like Halloween. I don't really like scary movies. I like to do the same thing every year. I like to order Chinese food for 2, utensils for 1. I like to binge some Netflix on my parents' account, and I have a big box of Kleenex beside the bed. For my tears, you guys, you perverts, and my cum, lots of cum. I also hate Halloween because my mom loved it, and I grew up in a small town, and she was the hot mom. I know this because all my friends, we would play a game like your mom jokes. You guys know those. We go in a circle on a Friday night in a small town, and one guy might say, your mom's so ugly the tears run down her back. The other guy might say, your mom's so fat the elevator always goes down. And then one day they just looked at me and they were like, yeah, well, your mom's so hot, we'd fuck her. And then the next guy said, No, Ryan's mom's so hot. I want to be his stepfather, and that really bothered me. And they're like, "Hear him out. He's at all your hockey games. You know, he's on the he's on the team. That doesn't count." I do. I don't like watching scary movies, but my girlfriend and I were obsessed with Forensic Files. Have you guys seen that on Netflix? There's like, no. I've seen all 400 episodes, and spoiler alert, it was the husband or boyfriend, but it was definitely the man. It was fucking, yeah. Now that's the real horror film, because at the end they put up a thing. It goes, all of these stories are true and could happen to you, basically, Ryan. And I'm like, holy fuck, you know. And I realized that she's been watching hundreds of episodes without me, and I was like, why are you watching this many? And she's like, for research. I was like, what? You know, because she thinks that if the man's going to do it, she wants to know how to cover up the tracks. And she goes, relax, you're safe. They always say loved ones are killed. So she hates me. And then finally, I decided to rewrite a bunch of classic horror movies in my style. So I rewrote Carrie. It's now called Karen, and it's starring Hillary Clinton. It's really scary. I remade the movie Let Me In, which is just a remake of The 40-Year-Old Virgin. This one's a shout out to Luke. I made Dad Fight Club. It's a horror movie now. The first rule of Dad Fight Club is you do not talk about it. The second rule, has to be over by 8 because we have hockey practice. And the third rule is if you bring snacks, please respect that some fathers have gluten allergies at home. Okay. I also made Friday the 13th. It's now called Next Friday the 13th, starring Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. And finally, I made a new movie. It's Drag Me to Hell. It's a remake of Sam Raimi's film, but now it's just about my first year being married with a child. Yeah. And those are the jokes that I wrote a few hours ago.
Yay. You guys have any feedback?
Like I've never known whether the word is pronounced scythe, sickle.
I think it's scythe.
Scythe.
I don't know.
I don't want to look it up
I
because
was thinking of Star Wars.
Scythe is Star Wars, scythe is death.
Scythe.
Yeah.
I used to call it a sickle. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
correct.
No, sickle is a different
That's
thing.
also right.
You ever see the
There's multiple.
Yes.
Correct.
communism
Okay.
logo?
Yeah. If you're gonna equate death to a farmer, you've got lots of room for a farmersonly.com tag in there.
Farmers. Oh.
Farmersonly.com. Yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah. And I mean, he's probably got an accent like from the Midwest because I've been to
we
Iowa.
Don't gotta be lonely.
Yeah. People in Iowa are dead on the inside.
I always picture him being like the death from the Bill and Ted movies, though, and then having this like really thick kind of Eastern European accent.
Well, that would make sense. I'm married to a Serbian, so I equate that accent to death too.
Okay, well there you go.
Hello?
Yeah.
I stopped talking. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm actually hearing baby noises in the house. I'm actually wondering if I accidentally kidnapped someone. This might be coming from outside. I don't know. Sorry.
I have a baby monitor on my phone. You guys want to see?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's my kid. Don't worry. Let's see. Can I see him?
Did you hack into your neighbor's system? This is cool.
Yeah. Is there any feedback from the host? That guy's funny.
Who?
You.
Me? Oh, I was thinking about. I wanted to see the baby monitor.
Oh. Oh.
Looks like an ultrasound. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I don't know where he is.
Like,
Oh.
wow, you got like the early edition baby monitor.
Oh, I zoomed in. Sorry. Let me find him.
Sorry.
He's definitely breathing, I think.
That's always a good thing.
Oh, shit. It says video failed.
Hmm.
Kid's dead.
Shit.
That's
That's
Ah,
good.
shit.
I know where Ahmad lives.
Turn it off. Turn it back on again. It's cool.
All right, we can just keep going then.
Thinking, trying to think.
I really liked your take out for 2, utensils for 1. That whole joke is good.
The Karen bit was funny. How you like compared Karen to Hillary Clinton. I feel like that can be expanded on, especially how like I don't know how to think about it, but like sort of how like she's a devil worshiper and Carrie has that whole blood persona. There's but yeah, that would be a good bit to expand on. I feel like
Yeah.
But Carrie probably killed less people though, so
yeah, focus on that. Yeah.
Yeah, after she lost the election, she's like, "Can I speak to the manager of the United States of America?" And
tell her I'm busy.
then won the popular vote.
Well, I mean, it's weird that's not a win, though. Like if you explain that to it, like at first grade class, they'd be like, "Huh?" Like if you're like, "Hey, we're getting pizza," and then people vote for pepperoni and don't get pepperoni.
No, it would be more students voted for pepperoni, but more classrooms voted for cheese.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yep. There you go. That's the explanation.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
so
we know
stupid.
which classrooms voted for cheese.
But fucking anyway. Yeah, but I mean, who gets to guide the classrooms? Who gets to say where one class ends and where another begins? Saying all this shit is rigged. I was thinking of the Freddy Krueger joke, and I really like that one. I was trying to.
Well, if it was more realistic, he'd be killing a lot more young boys fucking their hot cousins and aunts.
Yeah, I think that was an awesome joke or direction.
Yeah.
I trying to think like what other things you dream about, but
And if you like tell that in front of an audience and you're like, seriously, if ladies, if you're sitting next to your husband or boyfriend, last night they dreamed about fucking their
what if you were
their cousin.
What if you walked in and you were dreaming about fucking Freddy Krueger? You walked in and
Who says I haven't?
What if you raped Freddy Krueger?
I have a Freddy Krueger pillowcase. Do you think that doesn't influence my dreams?
No, he like goes to leave, but he can't, and then he's stuck.
Yeah.
When will death come? And he's like, give me a fucking minute, all right?
Where does Freddy Krueger live? In dreams?
No, in a boiler room.
No, that's where he died, isn't it?
But that's where his soul is trapped.
Oh.
That's like his home base.
Why was he blown up again? Was it because he's a pedophile?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All the parents in oh god, it's not Haddonfield. That's Halloween. I can't remember the name of the city in Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those. So I don't
Did
know.
you know that Johnny Depp made his acting debut in I think the second one?
The first one.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a horror movie total nerd, dude.
Then
I'm that idiot
town,
on
what town is it set in? Tell me.
I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it, but Haddonfield keeps coming into my head, and that's where Michael Myers is, which, trivia fact, 1978 Halloween, Michael Myers was not named Michael Myers. He is credited as the Shape. He had no name.
What?
He was not brought in as a sibling to Laurie Strode until the storyline for Halloween 2. And the first one wasn't even going to be called Halloween. It was going to be the Babysitter Murderers. So whoever had babysitters in there, they could use that. But yeah, it ended up getting a Halloween release date. And so they changed the title. They revamped a couple things. And then bing, bing, boom. Now we have Halloween.
Springwood,
I'm
Ohio.
that nerd.
Do you do a horror podcast? Like,
I
Yep.
actually, yeah, I do.
Oh, seriously?
Well, with that back tattoo, it's with an A or W.
What's the name of it?
Hot
It
dog.
actually hasn't started yet. We're in the
Okay.
brainstorming process, and we start recording next week. But yeah, I'm one of those like true crime serial killer horror movie, like when they're all, this may disturb some audiences. I'm like, fuck yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Rape, murder, necrophilia, yeah, let's do this.
Crime podcasts are huge for white people now.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, because
Yep.
you gotta go to a podcast for fucking. Sorry.
All
don't
those
have enough
antidepressants
murders.
start feeling too good. We need a little bit of edge to, you know.
If Ahmad did a crime podcast right now, it's called a manifesto. Look at him.
It's gotta be my biography, bro.
Oh, Bilal, don't you have a topic?
Yeah. I was waiting for you to exhaust your feedback for the horror shit and the movies topic. All right, fine. Fuck. All right. My topic is orientation. I think you thought it was like asylums, but I did asylums last time, unfortunately. So orientation is I don't know, because orientation, like, it's all relative, right? You know, all types of, like, I mean, I could be standing and then like the only way I know what direction I'm standing in is from a shit around me. You know, if there was nothing around me, if I was just standing in complete darkness, I wouldn't know how I was oriented. I think that's probably why, like, we have lights indoors, so you know where you're oriented, and you don't just like be bumping into shit. I never really thought about that, but holy shit! Like, if you didn't have lights, you'd just be tripping over things and like maybe hitting your toes. That wouldn't be fun for anybody. You could bump your head and lose consciousness. I don't know. Yeah, light is really cool. I like light because, like, I mean, it's the only thing keeping us oriented, really. If you think about it, like, you can't orient yourself any other way. I mean, well, maybe touch, I guess, because there are blind people, but that's the worst part about being blind, you know. Probably, like, if you didn't have to worry about that, it wouldn't really suck. You just be like, oh, I can't watch movies, but that's not as bad as, you know, falling into a chasm. The world needs more chasms. I feel like that's what's missing from modern society. Like, we don't have to worry about falling into chasms anymore. I think I'm going to start digging chasms just so, like, people will pay attention, you know, because you can't just be like walking and looking at your phone if you, at the back of your mind, have to think about a chasm around the corner. Chasm. Yeah, I guess the other way people think about orientation is sexual orientation, but let me see. I wonder if anybody's got like an upside down dick. Because that'd be really. What if that was like that was like what the difference was between being like straight and being not? It was like your genitals are just upside down. Like, oh, it's oriented the other way. And like, oh shit, look, it is. What the fuck? And yeah. Or if you're like you go to prison and then you rape a dude, and then when you pull out, your dick upside down. You're like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Make that plug
anyway, I'm
illegal.
done. I'm done. Bye. Any feedback, you guys?
Honestly, I want to hear more about that prison rape.
I want to know more about upside down genitals. What happens to bisexual people?
90 degrees, one way or the other.
Sideways. Yeah. I feel like you can expand on the upside down dick. Like that can become like a whole issue between dads and their sons. Like the baby would come out and the dad would see it and he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm not raising no flip dicks," something like that.
Flip dick. That's great.
I like that.
Well, yeah, would you know if it wasn't circumcised?
Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen that.
We'll do
Would
that
the
after.
balls be on top?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think so. I think that'd be
Or is it
ridiculous.
just like a shaft that's like upside
If your
down?
balls are on, that would hurt too. Like you'd have
Okay,
And
but I
also-
think I've seen a couple shafts that are upside down.
And
If the balls
also,
aren't
if
included-
it's upside down, when you somehow like when you pee, it's gonna be much harder for you to get it in the toilet. You're gonna have to stand like way back.
Okay, I think my son's is upside down.
Dylan.
His aim is askew.
Why
I
he
guess-
keeps shooting himself.
I guess an upside down dick would all look like Gonzo, from the Muppets.
If you guys make one more fucking old ass reference that I don't understand, I'm gonna
Fuck
Really? You
I'm
don't know who
22 and I know
Gonzo is?
about that.
No,
We had a
I was thinking
2015
of Hunter
show.
S. Thompson.
Oh my god. You weren't watching Muppet Babies being babysat by a television like all the rest of us?
Yeah.
For latchkey kids over
Some
I was
weird
watching-
ass nanny that's got no body from here up and
I was raised on Sesame Street and Muppet Babies, and I turned out just
I was raised on meth and fruity pebbles and I turned out just fine too.
I used to read books.
ugh.
Ugh, nerd.
What TV show is that?
I know, right? Oh, Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. And that guy's
Wait.
one eye.
That theme song is it's uppity as fuck. Have you ever listened to the lyrics of that? Butterfly in the sky.
I mean,
I can
think-
fly twice as high. And it's challenging right off the bat. It's
Yeah, I use the word uppity to describe a show hosted by a black man.
oh yeah, okay.
What's uppity
That's
mean?
offensive.
I
Huh?
learned just not too long ago that is a term we're not supposed to use anymore.
Really?
Up- Uppity. I don't even
It
know what that
has
means.
That's what
it
they say,
actually
but-
has racist roots and we're not supposed to use it.
Hmm.
Yep, uppity is racist according to the
But my
Atlantic.
brain just goes, "Oh no, that's an adjective for something that's come at me, bro."
Wasn't it used in a derogatory term like back in the 19 or 1800s because it was used
Yep.
a lot?
Yeah.
And according to Bilal, that's when we were born.
Hmm.
I'm a suffragette as far as he's concerned.
So
That's when
okay,
Sesame Street
orientation. He said orientation. Then he talked about caverns. And then you want to dig caverns, you say?
Chasms.
Chasms.
Like
What's it- what-
catacombs.
What's
Or
it?
chasms.
Back chasm? Or that's
Orchasm?
spasm.
The Grand Chasm.
Am I using chasm wrong?
What does chasm mean?
It's
I'm
like
gonna
a
like-
canyon almost. Like a,
Yeah. Isn't it like
didn't-
the
Deep
A
space
fissure in
between
earth rock
I don't even know
Fissure
how to
in the
spell
earth.
chasm. How do you spell chasm?
CHAZAM?
Chasm.
S or Z?
it's basically an earth vagina.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like a well,
Fissure.
but without the well.
A well, but without the well. So
Nothing.
Without the bricky part, the little
The
lassie
brick.
falling at the side part.
Okay.
gotcha.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that's the worst part of being blind, not being able to see. I thought it.
I was
Eh.
thinking. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I guess. And then if a blind, you could with the inverted penis joke. If a blind person had an upside down dick, they wouldn't know that was weird. They would think it was normal. 'Cause they haven't seen
Yeah.
anybody else's dick.
I gotta pee.
Or,
Go ahead.
oh, okay.
Let's
If-
talk of dicks.
I have a quick question. If you have an upside down penis and you're gay and you're standing on your head or you're upside down, does that make you straight? Technically, if we're using your analogy.
It's got to be upside down relative to your body. So like it's still upside down if you're on your hands. It's not relative to the earth.
Yeah, but it's straight relative to society, right? Yeah. And you're only an individual in society, so
we're getting into like some deep philosophical territory here.
yeah, I took some edibles right before this podcast, so took some edibles, so this is going to be a fun podcast.
Luke, that's just there.
Oh, I was going to say, when you were talking about ways to orient yourself other than sight, for some reason my brain went to orient by smell with a bacon beacon. The words bacon beacon came out, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, if you had like Febreze magic of bacon, you'd be like, oh, I'm in the hallway right now. I smell the bacon.
I can see the commercial now. Like you turn on the TV like late at night, you're like bacon beacon.
Plug in bacon beacon.
They'd be trying to sell you like 5 of them for the price of one.
And you could get it in like applewood and hickory smoke. And then you'd know your different rooms by what kind of bacon you're smelling.
That's the most American thing I've ever heard.
Just wait till we supersize it.
Yeah.
But,
maple bacon.
Maple bacon. When you said that thing about you thought I said being the worst part about being blind was not being able to see. I was thinking like that's the worst part about being blind, not being able to be mean to fat people.
Well, no, because they do braille, so like you could still tell the shade.
Yeah.
Be like,
true.
No, you can't just go
oh,
up
honey,
touching
honey,
people.
you let yourself go.
unless you're running for president. I'm going to get out of political territory. It's just fun for me to try to delve into it because I hate everyone.
Oh man, I mean, I don't want to get into politics just because I feel like it's too much of a, like a taboo subject for everyone. It's sort of divisive, and also like, yeah, I don't feel like I belong to any group. If anything, I just make fun of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fully prepared to shit on any human who has the audacity to want to rule us.
Fuck you, LL Cool J.
Yeah, especially, fucking.
You should make a post about that. That's pretty inspirational. I will shit on anyone who wants to rule us.
Then I mean, I feel like my home would be targeted by aliens and shit. I don't want to do that.
I mean, I used to say that to my elementary teacher all the time, but I'd always get in detention.
Okay, well, Ryan hasn't come back yet.
Is it?
I think there's a line at the restroom or something.
Maybe he had to pee out his butt.
Maybe he just found out that he has a flip dick.
He's just checking it extra hard.
Yeah.
Frantically twisting.
Is that a vein or a skin fold?
He comes back like traumatized.
You guys, I think I just came out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to get started without him.
Tara.
Tara.
Turn. Oh, okay.
No, it just went.
Right, I forgot.
Fucking Tara. All right, this is the part where you tell jokes or say premises, or if you want to like just whisper the N word, that's cool too.
Say
let
the
me know when
Z
you're ready
word.
again.
The D word?
Z.
What, X-ray?
No, the Z word. I'm not
Hey,
saying
if they
it.
can say xylophone starts with an X, I can say X-ray starts with a Z. That's how this game is played. Let's see. What do I have that I've been working on? Oh, well, since we were talking about my 17-year-old earlier, I guess I'll visit a joke that I've been trying to write today. When you have a teenager in your house, like your sex life, well, if you have kids in your house, period, your sex life tends to like have a mute button. And so, parents don't ever get to have any kind of like say my name or bring in the noise, bring in the funk kind of sex. And but when you have a 17-year-old, then it kind of turns into a challenge. And at least my husband sees it like that anyway. And it's like, how loud can I get her? How loud can I get her? And poor 17-year-old is up there, just basking in his virginity, having it rubbed in his face. And I started thinking, like, what happens if he does take the challenge and starts yanking it, seeing how loud he can get himself, and then we just have some really weird, fucked up game of dueling banjos going on. And my mind goes to some really weird shit, and that was one of them. We were talking about serial killer podcasts earlier, and I use those for self-care because nothing's going to make you feel better about yourself than a serial killer podcast until you start relating to their childhood traumas. And, really at no point during the rundown of Ed Gein's childhood should you ever go, oh, me too. So I thank my mom for that. Yeah, I've got some other things that I'm working on, but they will just go on forever. So we'll go ahead and just stop with those ones.
Woo!
All right, yay. Lee, you guys have any feedback?
Should I know who Ed Gein is?
Oh God, Luke!
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry.
Ice cream killer.
The what?
I'm sorry, what?
What did you say, Ryan?
Wasn't he an ice cream man?
No, he was not.
And a
No.
clown?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
that's John Wayne Gacy.
That's John Wayne Gacy.
Oh wait, Ed Gein was he with a mustache?
Nope.
He ate people.
Uh-huh. He's the one that Psycho and Silence of the Lambs and
Oh yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all of
Hannibal
those are
Lecter.
after Ed Gein.
Okay.
Huh.
Should I have said Jeffrey Dahmer? Would that have been?
Yeah, it would have been more obvious, but like I feel like people should know who Ed Gein is. Like it sounded familiar, but
Wait,
I
so
was being
Hannibal.
conservative with my syllables.
Oh, Geenie. I call him Geenie.
Oh, see, I call him Eddie. Yeah, see, there's my boyfriend right there. Him's a looker. Yeah. We had the same mom.
Who does he look like?
Who does he look like?
Kind of like a drunk George Bush.
My Uncle Shelton? I don't know. A drunk George Bush. So George Bush?
I don't think George Bush drinks a lot, does he?
I honestly don't know.
I think he's dead.
Oh, so he's sober. How many days?
Yeah.
Should we congratulate him?
Doesn't really help his case.
George W. Bush stopped drinking at the age of 40. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, we're
Ed Gein,
talking W, but what about senior?
He's dead.
dead.
So definitely sober.
Yeah.
So we think.
Unless his homies are pouring one out for him.
Yeah.
You never know.
If they're good homies.
Yeah, like you gotta keep up his habit.
I'm not allowed to say homies either. It's the same with uppity.
I'm sorry, but I say it with a W, so it's a different kind of homies.
Howies?
How me? Yeah.
It's one from a Mandel's.
I was thinking hungry.
It's homies.
But is that even
I think that the
translated?
Lebanese.
Sorry, homies.
Is it on the machine?
Canadian.
It's a Dr. Seuss thing. They're my homies.
Hey, when you were saying you can't like when you have kids in the house, you can't really fuck like well, I was gonna say unless you're Roman Polanski.
I have a joke that's kind of similar to that, but it's like my childhood being a drug-fueled orgy because my parents couldn't afford a babysitter, and you should include your kids in activities you enjoy. So, yeah, we've got a similar child fucking joke in there in the works too.
Is this being recorded? We talked about some weird stuff.
Oh, it's live streamed.
Yeah, I
It's
hope
gonna
we're
last
not gonna
forever,
get.
so,
I feel like we're gonna get canceled right after this podcast.
Hopefully, by the time one of us gets famous, this shit will be over.
I figure if
Well,
we get canceled, that means we're famous. So I mean,
No,
Well,
no, you can.
There have been people in my scene canceled because they've done really shitty things. So
Are you?
I mean, they could probably just move and be fine, but
yeah.
Let me see. You guys have any more feedback?
My connection kind of went out halfway through, so I didn't listen to a lot of it.
You didn't
but
miss anything.
I'm pretty sure it was good.
Okay. I'm out. I might. Do you want to go next in case you go out again?
Sure. Yeah.
We'll
It's gonna be a quick set anyway. So,
Cool.
yeah. So my first bit is the one that I already talked about, which was kidnapping. I witnessed the kidnapping earlier today, and I was the only one that witnessed it. I didn't want to be intrusive though, so I just gave the kid his personal space. He seemed pretty comfortable, and he eventually woke up. So, is that 5 minutes yet? No? Fuck, I should have prepared more material, eh? So what's up with airplane food, huh? I don't know how to start shows, because people are usually thrown off by my appearance. I don't sound or dress the way I look, if that makes any sense. Because I dress like a junkie hipster, I talk like a gay real estate agent, and I look like an ISIS member. So all of this is kind of annoying to people. Actually, I had a friend who got recruited by ISIS recently, and I was so angry. You have no idea how crazy. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how hard I've been trying to get recruited by those guys? They won't even accept my friend request on Facebook. It's crazy. So I got hit on today by a gay dude, and it was probably the best moment of my life. I felt amazing afterwards. Like, I felt appreciated. I felt like, people, value me. And he was attractive too. Like, if I was gay or a chick, I would have fucked the shit out of him. Like, that's how good he was. He qualified on both standards. And he came up to me. I'm not good with small talk. He came up to me, shook my hand. He was like, "I like your beard, man." I was like, "I like your beard." And he didn't have a beard. He eventually just got creeped out and walked away, and I've been crying myself to sleep ever since. It's been 7 years, but whatever. Anyway, I also, earlier today, I was walking around the park, and I don't know how this one's going to work out. So I was walking around the park with my sister and my nieces, and I was sitting on a park bench, and then there was a woman that was breastfeeding right next to me. And I didn't even notice her at first, but right when I did, I just flinched and turned the other way out of courtesy. And then right away, my sister was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 what's wrong with that? What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm just giving her a personal space." She was like, "Well, if we were at Mardi Gras, or if this was a festival and they were partying, you'd be like, 'Yeah, flash those, baby.' Why aren't you doing it in this scenario?" I'm like, "Wait, just so we're clear. So the next time I see someone who's breastfeeding, you want me to look at the baby and go, 'Yeah, suck on that, baby'?" She was like, "That's exactly what I want you to do." And so I did that, and now I'm banned from Stanley Park. So I don't think I'm going to be going back there anytime soon. And thankfully, those are my sister's kids. Thankfully, I have 3 kids at home, but they're not mine. I know that sounds creepy, but they're my nieces. And honestly, having kids around and dealing with kids around that are around the ages of 5, 6, and 7 years old really inspires me and motivates me to get a vasectomy, because I don't think I'll ever handle children. I was recently at a hotel, and I really hate hotel housekeeping. Like, I find them really interestingly, lazy at their job. And I love the idea of housekeeping, but I feel like just the idea that you have to knock while you're opening the door, like, that's so redundant. Because 1, it's not considerate. 2, it's a hotel room, nothing's mine. So 90% of the time, I'm going to be naked. But as soon as I'm naked in the lobby, all of a sudden it's public nudity or whatever the fuck. I noticed that I'm only considerate when I want to be, which is not a good thing, right? Like I was walking into a building and I was holding the door open for someone, and while they were walking in, they said thank you, and as soon as they said that, I just started fantasizing about the friendship that me and him could have had. I spent the next half an hour just drinking coffee outside, thinking about how me and him were going to be like best buddies, start a business together, you know, move in, become neighbors. And then I finished my coffee and I went back into the building, and there was another person there. So I held the door open for them and they didn't say anything. And all of a sudden I wanted to slam the door in their face. As you guys can tell, most of my material isn't good or politically correct, but that's nothing against the politically correct culture. I love the politically correct culture. I just think that the name needs a little bit more rethinking. If anything, you're being more polite than you are correct. And if that was your name, I'd follow you on every social media platform. Are you kidding me? The PP culture? I would follow you on every social media platform. Ironically, not even looking at your content, just ironically laughing at your profile picture because your name is the PP culture. And if you're trying to be more inclusive and more considerate, well, what's more PG than PP, right? Speaking of PP, I really got to pee, so I think that'll be it for me.
Sweet. You guys have any feedback?
I don't know if that was 5 minutes though.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, you said, can you believe someone got recruited by ISIS? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah. What were they looking for? Job security?
I mean,
You have a job for the rest of your short life.
Yeah, I mean, they must have the best promotional team at those those summer camp booths they set up.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
they
like
have the best family deals at fucking ISIS General.
Yeah,
They have
It's like-
pull-up bars at state fairs.
yeah. I just picture it at those job fairs when one's like, summer jobs for the kids that go up to those summer camps. He's like, hey kid, forget the mosquitoes. We got missiles, bears. we got bombs. Cold things are heating up in Jordan. You know. Listen, if you hate your parents in America and want fun in the sun, come on down at these blow up prices or some shit. Hey, listen, if you join right now, I'll throw in 40 virgins. All right, 72, my final offer. Some shit like that.
That'll work. Yo, I need that. That'll be perfect if I put also like an Arab accent on that.
Yeah. But bears, we got bombs. Cold things are always heating up in Jordan. Join it at isis.com/boom boom.
Join now, you get 2 bomb for free.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly, there might be a lot of material that I can do about ISIS, but I feel like that's way too low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to focus on just jokes about wordplay about that.
Well, yeah,
Or,
I was. Oh, sorry.
I honestly don't think that I'm gonna I feel like I want to do more ISIS bits, and I do have some, but they're not fully thought out. And I want if I'm doing an ISIS bit, I want to do a whole 3-4 minute bit about that.
Okay, I was thinking my friend got recruited by ISIS, and I didn't even know they accepted Mexican members. Wait a minute.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna write that down because I wanted to focus on the fact that I wanted to join them, but honestly, they don't even have a standard racial standard, because I've seen ISIS. You can say whatever you want about ISIS. They're pretty diverse.
Yeah, they're like the least racist people. Well, except the Jews, they don't like them. But
Yeah,
other
not a
than
lot
that,
of
you're
Jews
good.
on ISIS, sure. But what I mean is that there's definitely a lot of white people that you see. There's a lot of, or stories that you hear. There's a lot of people from Asian people. There's a lot of people from Africa. I thought it was Middle Easterns at first, really.
Yeah, can you imagine being a case study? You're like, listen, Amazon, we did the number crunches, and even ISIS is beating you on the diversity.
God. ISIS pays better. They have health care.
Yeah, have you seen their benefits at the job fair? I can't
Seen their
compete with that.
family
Dude.
benefits?
Free travel, one way.
Family benefits, family plans.
You mentioned like Stanley Park in both of your sets. Like, is that a big deal? Or?
So no, basically the bits that I have prepared, that we have this show in Toronto every Tuesday at Stanley Park, and it's
Okay.
basically like an open mic where we would just do stand up to like random park goers, like people that are walking their dogs,
Oh, okay.
and people on picnics and shit. And yeah, like I would, the main one that I was talking about was breastfeeding in public, and it kind of makes it funnier, the fact that I'm banned from this park that I'm currently doing comedy at, kind of thing. So, but yeah, it kind of is confusing when I say it out of context.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey, I forgot you're Canadian.
Ew.
Yeah, that was a.
Yeah, he said sorry or something. I was like, huh?
Sorry.
He said
Yeah,
A.
Yeah,
he said
I
I
A.
said A.
I was
Yeah.
it was you guys don't have ice though. I was trying to make an ice pun before. The ice.
We don't have ice?
Yeah,
Like
Canadian.
the immigration. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
ICE.
okay. Okay.
well,
yeah.
aren't Canadian ICE?
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
they
there's
just
plenty
like
of
kick
regular
out
ICE.
Americans? Or...
Yeah, we're not that stringent on. I just thought you meant like we don't know how to freeze water.
Well,
No,
you
'cause
don't
I
have
was
ice there.
Oh, we got that.
okay. All right.
I don't think we have our ICE aren't as stringent as in the US. We're not trying to
yeah.
like deport rappers like 21 Savage and shit.
I mean, he's a dirty fucking Brit. Can't have those.
Is that
around.
yo, like I don't know, yo, like he's been talking like he's from Atlanta the whole time, but after they said that he was from Britain, no one came out and refuted that. They just like forgot about it, like it never happened.
I mean, apparently he came when he was young or something. I don't know.
Oh, God. Is
I
this
never
how you
heard him.
feel when we bring up Muppet Babies? Who is this guy?
Yeah, I'm like,
21 Savage.
I'm with you, Tara.
thank you.
Yeah, you guys know about Gonzo, right?
The guy with a knife tattooed on his forehead.
You guys talk about Bono?
Meet you for the early bird special later.
Oh, I get it. Tara's generation did it on the back, and the new ones are doing it on the face.
Ooh.
21
Yo,
Savage.
you got a problem against like fucking trap rappers or what are they called? Test tube rappers? Yeah, that's 21 Savage.
21
I got a problem with
Savage.
SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, mumble rappers.
Or anyone that's like, check out this track. I just released it. And it's like, I could fart in my phone and put it on SoundCloud too.
I heard that
Yeah.
rappers are really bad for the environment. Like a bunch of people just like toss them and throw them in the ocean, and then turtles will choke on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And because they drink a lot of lean, that lean pollutes the water.
What is lean?
Codeine. It's what Juice WRLD overdosed on a few months ago.
So it's
No,
called
he overdosed. Wait, hold on. I thought you
Is
were
that
Wasn't it
cough
lean?
syrup?
Yeah,
it's the,
codeine. Yeah,
it's the
cough syrup.
promethazine with codeine.
Yeah, it's basically cough syrup. It's basically prescription cough syrup.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Buckley's in the States?
What is about
We have this cough syrup up here, and the ad is like, it tastes like shit, but it works. That's our ad campaign. That's our whole campaign.
Buckley.
And it's like this old, it's this old woman. She's like, it tastes, and then they bleep it, but she actually says it tastes like shit, but it works.
There was
And then it
another
just
one where
shows-
it was an old white guy who's like dressed as a giant pill, and he's like, they taste terrible, but they work.
huh.
Yeah,
don't
that's
have
Canadian marketing.
Yes,
we
we
also
also
have-
Canadian sounding a product.
There would be a church group to protest that if we had it here.
We also have one called Lakota, and it's like this over the top, like First Nations guy, and he's like the secrets of our ancestors, and it's like codeine. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I didn't see that one. No.
Oh yeah, look up Lakota. It's like
Actually gonna
it's
check
supposed
that
to
out.
sound like Dakota. We got
Well,
some
no,
questionable.
Isn't Lakota
Canada
like
sounds
a
better and
tribe?
better every day.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
Lakota like a tribe or something?
Oh, probably. I mean, but Yeah, probably Lakota cough syrup. Yeah, see, you type it in. I get it when I come, and it's like
How do we
really
get
over
this
the
far off topic? Jesus. Luke,
because of lean.
you're
Yeah.
up next. Let me know when you're ready to begin, and I will start your time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. So I'm a vegan, but I will eat meat in social situations, like when I'm going through the Taco Bell drive-thru. It's 3 a.m. There's nobody around. I may be forever alone on the outside, but in my mouth, there's a flavor fiesta. Now, a couple of political jokes. The Prime Minister of Canada, his name is Justin, and you may not believe me, but it's Trudeau. You've heard it? Okay. Like, shoot me now. Yeah, and Abe Lincoln, he was our tallest president. Motherfucker still needs to wear a top hat. Like, really? Come on. Yeah, he was our tallest president, but like apparently he wasn't good at basketball. That's probably because he got shot in the face before basketball was invented. Could have something to do with it. Yeah, I'll say it. Like in general, white people, we suck at sports. We're just not good. Like we're good at sports like bobsled, poker, polo, and NASCAR. Like we're good at sports as long as you have to be really rich and can sit down while playing them. And in the NBA nowadays, like there are almost no like white guys that aren't from Europe. That's why I think we need to have like an NBA just for white people. Like we could call it, I don't know, like the WNBA. So I have a girlfriend. She's super hot. She's a model. Well, maybe model isn't the best word to describe her. I'd more say like doll or mannequin. She works at J.C. Penney's. And she's like, Luke, you write lots of songs. How come you've never written me a song? I'm like, oh, you want me to write you a song? So I went home and I wrote her song. It goes like this. It's called I Wrote You a Song. If I were to write you a song, no, it wouldn't be very long, 'cause this is it. So this next song, it's a song that I would play for a potential lover before I would potentially love her, just to let her know a little bit about myself. Hey girl, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been with a few hoes, so I've got those STDs, communicable venereal disease. I've got itches, blisters, rashes, mites. What burning sensation will I contract tonight? Catching STDs like Pokemon. Whoa, gotta catch 'em all. Oh no, what happened to my Pokeballs? Whoa, gotta catch 'em all. Wanna get a Pikachu, but I just got a level 23 third P. All right.
We want Chili Willy.
Encore.
Do you guys have any feedback?
I am really sad that I'm not the only one with an STDs and catch 'em all like Pokemon joke. My heart just broke a little bit. It's not a song, but we've got some parallel thoughts going.
Yeah. Well, like that's a super old song, like from 2013. I have a video of it. However, like it was a much longer song, and then I just took the parts that were mildly funny, put them
It's
together.
more like perpendicular thoughts, like they intersected. Catch them all like Pokemon, but they're probably very different, seeing how one is not a song.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you're good.
Same
Unless I
correlation. I like that the reference is solid. Love it.
Cool.
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I like the fucking song you did last time. I saw it. One about the middle
grade
school
girls?
girls. Or fifth
Okay.
grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
I rewatched that and I was like, oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I totally. That was a brand new one, and I just fucked up.
Yeah.
All the
Normally,
lyrics, but
I see a guitar and I get furious, but
you like
not this.
fucking hack up on stage.
No, normally I like stab people, but I can't stab you from here. I'm sitting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I don't want like I could just do a set of guitar comedy, but I've never wanted to be just like a guitar comic, so I'll just throw in a couple at the end of my set. Or
Are comedy songs very hacky right now?
Not that I know of, but maybe.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just jealous.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
jealous.
I can sing, but I can't play.
Yeah.
Let me see.
All we can think about is that song. It's like it overtakes your set. Yeah.
Okay.
All I can hear is whoa.
Gotta catch 'em
Yeah,
all.
it's a good melody.
23 types of herpes.
Did you say at one point that what happened to my Pokeballs?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna. Okay, that's good.
That was something I added recently because it just used to be what happened to my balls, but then I'm like, oh, Pokeballs.
Yeah.
That's great.
And they're pokey because of some kind of STD. I don't know.
Maybe you could talk about if something about if you keep going like this, you're gonna make her Squirtle.
God.
See, guys, I'm hip. I'm still with it.
Or like sores evolving.
Oh yeah.
There's
wanna-
room for evolution there.
You want to be my Pokemon hoe?
Trainer.
I was
Barely
just,
knew her.
yep. Just trying to think of something with trainer.
I guess speak my language.
It's called
yeah.
English.
Side duck. Side duck.
Oh, like a side chick. Yeah. Some call it a side chick, some call it a side duck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you're gonna fuck a Pokemon, which one would it be? We can go
Jinx.
around.
Honestly, the cutest.
Mr. Mime, he doesn't scream or talk.
That's your criteria for fucking?
I don't know any of them.
The best part about deaf mutes is they can't tell anybody.
Yeah. Well, I think like there are a couple that are sort of hot, like Bunary maybe. It's one of the newer ones, but it's a bunny. It sort of has like tits. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some people are into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's the plant one that looks like a flashlight? It's like yellow with the mouth.
Weeping Bell or
Oh no, fucking. Fuck.
that's the evolution. Yeah, it looks like
I'm just gonna Google flashlight Pokemon and hopefully it comes up.
Bellsprout. I think it's Bellsprout.
What was that frog that had like a tongue for a scarf?
Oh, Greninja.
Greninja, yeah.
I'm not doing the right drugs, apparently.
You need to talk to your tattoo artist.
It's my baby brother.
No, the hot dog one.
Oh, yeah. I don't even think that dude's alive anymore. I'm pretty sure he OD'd.
Oh, it's this is the one I was thinking. Oh yeah, it is Bellsprout. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that and its evolution
Oh,
look
you know,
fuckable.
Bilal, that
Where
one
did
for
those-
sure.
Well, of
That-
course,
that
kids
one
don't
for
wanna
sure.
fuck that
Have you
one.
seen Cloister? Cloister is legit a vagina. Like,
Well, yeah, but no,
See,
you
but
gotta
that
worry
one
about
with the hole in its
closing up on
face,
her.
you know she
That's-
won't do that thing you like.
Don't bring your penis. Huh? I didn't hear that.
I don't know any of them. So you guys can pick one for me. There we go. Surprise me.
The Doug trio probably. Or
right there.
Diglett. Huh?
What, Pikachu?
yeah, he's sitting on the chair. He's been there the whole
That's the only one I know. And that's only because of Ryan Reynolds.
I was saying like Diglett. It's
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I feel like that Ryan Reynolds movie about Pokemon kind of made everyone hate Pokemon because of it.
No,
But
it's
was
got
like-
good.
Did
I
anyone actually
like
see that?
I heard everyone that loved Pokemon was like, we didn't like it.
Well,
I
that
didn't
was like
see
that.
it.
Like that time they made a Tom and Jerry movie and had them fucking talk in it.
Yeah.
When was this?
A while ago. Wasn't that? It was
Yeah,
a pretty long time ago.
it came out a minute ago, but I mean, I wish it didn't. Anyway, we gotta
I'm glad I
keep
missed
this thing moving forward. Any more feedback on Luke's set?
Is the
Alrighty.
Justin Trudeau joke? Have you heard something like that? Probably.
I think I might have heard a meme but then again, like there's so many parallel jokes about like word plays on Trudeau's name. But yeah, it's a good joke. I felt like the song, how you ended the first one, and you took like a pause, and then you were like the next song. I feel like you shouldn't like if you went straight into the next song, that would be more funny. Like you would finish it. This is it. This next song, blah 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 blah. Because that way it just shows how like abrupt that song ended.
Yeah, when I've done this on stage, like I do it in the middle of my set, and I take the time to like get my guitar, put it on, and then I play the song, and then I take it off and put it over there.
Okay.
Like it's a big waste of time for like
Oh, it works.
2 chords.
Bilal, are you taking a shit?
Yeah, as you know.
Okay.
All right, Ryan, you're up next. Let me know when
All
you're ready to
right.
begin. I'll start your time.
Okay, I just got to get my guitar.
Take your time. If you have to tune it, that's cool.
All right, I look like Jonah Hill and Bob Dylan had a baby. I don't know what you guys been doing in quarantine, but I am a new dad. I have a little 6-month-old, and everyone's asking me the same question: when are you guys gonna get married? And I say the same thing. What are you, my girlfriend? I don't know if you guys. I know Tara's a mom. I don't know if you guys have kids that you know about, but everyone's doing those gender reveal parties. You guys heard of those? You guys know there's an active wildfire in California right now because of a gender reveal party gone bad.
Yeah.
I think that's one. That's Mother Nature's way of saying fuck off, and two, it was pretty good actually. It turns out when you use butane, you prove gender is fluid and combustible. So yeah, I did go for this the sex scan though, and when you go for the sex scan, 60% of people don't want to know. So when you go in there, they're like, "Are you sure you want to know?" And we were like, "Yeah." And she goes, "If you look right here, you can clearly see you're having a boy." And I looked for about 30 seconds. I was like, "It must be mine because I can't see shit." Do you think you can measure that for me? And she was like, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Yeah." So she said it was 2 centimeters and kicked me out. And I didn't know what to do with that knowledge. So on the way home, I asked my therapist. I said, "Hey Google, what's the average size for a baby dick?" And Google said, "Are you sure you want to know?" Yeah. I have lost 24 pounds since giving birth, having my kid, or as my girlfriend says, "Where's our son?" I do understand parents that leave their kids in the car though. I just, who checks the trunk every day, right? He's pretty chunky though. We call him Chunks. He's in the top 2% for his weight, which is a polite way to say he's 98% fatter than your children. I made a big mistake the other day. I gave him his first taste of ice cream, and he looked like I had just given him his first hit of heroin, and now he won't eat anything. He's like, Dad, fuck your peas. I know what sugar is. There's no going back. I do want to be a healthier dad because, I'm a little bit overweight, so I'm on a cleanse right now, and I don't feel good. I'm on this one called the Wild Rose. They give you, they say they're going to clean your liver, get rid of your toxins. They're going to come out of your pores. And if all the shit that's been in my body starts coming out of my pores, I'm going to glow harder than Chernobyl. It's just 35 years of booze, Chinese food, and disappointment coming out of these. I don't know if you guys have been on a cleanse, but they give you a restricted diet. It's like more restrictive than airport security. They just give you a list of, they might as well just tell you what you can't eat, For lunch, I licked an apple. I ate a rice cake and I smelt some chicken. I'm on the North Korean meal plan. It's great. I saw my cat. I was feeding my cat. It's getting so bad on the cleanse. I gave him some Purina cat chow and it said made with real chicken and gravy. I was like, are you going to eat all that? I just want to watch. All I can think about is food. I just wait in line at restaurants with people just to see what they're going to order. And I live in a pretty rough city, and we have kind of the rough crowd and then the bougie crowd. And we were waiting in line at one of the new restaurants, and this disheveled guy on a bike just came up, and he was like, "Do they got good food here?" And there was a lineup, And he goes, "Because my friend says it's good, and he's Asian, eh?" And I went, "Oh God, here comes the racism." And he goes, "And I trust him." I was like, "Oh, that's good." And he goes, "Unlike his driving." I was like, there it is. I think though, when my cleanse is over, I think I'm gonna eat Hawaiian pizza for the first time. I don't want to get political, but I do like Hawaiian pizza. Eating Hawaiian pizza is like stepsister porn. Everyone thinks it's gross until you try it. So, I do want to end on a few fairy tales I rewrote, just like the horror movies, to make my son have a better progressive upbringing. I've rewritten some classic fairy tales. The Little Mermaid, I've rewritten. It now takes place from a man who's the mermaid who cannot speak to find a woman's love. It's called The Perfect Husband. I rewrote The Paper Bag Princess. It's now the reusable bag lady. She's great. Puss in Boots is now just called Girls in Flats because I know how that is. And Snow White and Seven Dwarfs is now called Snow Privileged and the Seven Little People. Thanks a lot, guys.
You guys have any feedback?
Yeah, I guess I do see a little bit of Jonah Hill, but I could be wrong, but I'm seeing fat Jamie Kennedy. I don't know if anyone else is. No.
I sound like Charlie Day too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna clean up all the rats.
I can hear it.
That was a good impression.
Yeah.
That's my voice.
Did you? Is this the first time you made the you lost the 24 pounds joke?
Yeah.
Because I definitely heard you say it before. It either I heard you say it or you posted something about that.
Yeah, I did on my Facebook.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a status last week.
Okay, makes sense.
I liked
was
it.
like, that sounds familiar, but it was a really good bit. Yeah.
Yep, it works.
Yeah. And I don't know what that story of that guy driving up and asking if there's good food. He because his Asian friend told him. That's true, and then and then he says, unlike his driving, but in real life, as he biked away, he crashed, and I was like, do I stop the story there, or do I he learned how to ride from him too? I don't.
I I like
Like,
this.
What if
There it is.
and there it
What
is.
if
Yeah.
instead of crashing, he got run over by an Asian driver?
With a terrible taste in food. It was McDonald's.
Yeah. That's the most Hamilton story, though. Like, if you come to Hamilton, it's so, common that you'll hear comments like that. Honestly, when I first heard that, I thought that was completely 100% a true story.
It was a true story. That's 100% true story. Happened 2 days ago. If you guys want to know what Hamilton's like, I'll give it for Bilal. It's like a white Detroit. If it was more dangerous. It's like we're like the white trash capital of Canada.
It's more dangerous than Detroit.
I have
Holy
seen
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's the Detroit of Canada, for sure.
we a lot of shows are filmed here. The show The Boys,
And the Umbrella Academy.
the Umbrella Academy. What was the other movie that was terrible with all the something Squad? What was it called?
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad was
Really?
filmed here. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. Someone said it's getting so bad they might as well just film an Iraq like a war film, and I was like, they did. And I can't remember what it's called, but I went to the YouTube and the top comment was like, I'm from Iraq and this is bullshit. Baghdad would never look like that. so yeah, we're called an up and coming city because the real estate's still cheap, but that's because our neighbors have no teeth. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
This is
no, it's sad more than funny.
Side note: have you ever been to Detroit?
100%. I love Detroit. I stayed in Irish Town or whatever. Yeah. It's
Did you go
just
to the real part or the fucking?
I went. Oh, I stayed in Airbnb in the real part by the Greyhound bus station.
That's fucking downtown.
Yeah, it still was great. I didn't Uber. I ran home with like a bunch of conies.
I'm joking. But also I was thinking like another spin on the Asian friend joke would be like trusting their taste in food because they know if they're feeding you a like cat or something. Because they know.
I'll write down cat.
Yeah, I've driven through Michigan and Detroit just once, and I feel like as I cross the border into Michigan, like out of nowhere, there's just all this trash blowing around.
You can stay. Bilal knows this. Detroit's getting much better, but you can stay.
Is it?
No,
Like-
it's like the good parts where people want to be like, oh, I live in Detroit, and then they put money there, and then the rest of it stays the same.
Yeah, there's urban farms in the city because there's so many vacant lots.
Yeah, actually,
which
I did a show on a farm in Detroit a couple times.
you know what made big news up here in Canada is you guys got your first reintroduction of a beaver. A beaver came down to the Detroit River. He's like, well,
Oh, shit.
looks great to me.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's a true story. Like a natural beaver was like coming back down.
I
That was like
read
head
about that. I
top
thought it was
story or
bullshit.
I love
Yeah.
Detroit though.
you know,
I go
they
down
sell
there-
those.
I go down there at least once a year, not with COVID, and I stay down. I go to the tourist ship, but I like to go to ball games, and your downtown is nice, but like the 4x4, 4 blocks by 4 blocks. What's that one bar that's like 3 stories? You know what I'm talking about?
Is it downtown?
Yeah.
Then no, I don't go there. No. But yeah, if the world ever stops ending, and you're in Detroit, let me know if I'm still near it.
Okay. You mean for a
And,
show, or do you want to hang out?
Either or.
No, just tell me when you're here.
So
Boy, that's nice.
I don't want to see
Oh,
you. I just want to
Okay,
know.
I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but I was gonna stab you, but you fucking blew it.
that's okay. I was gonna do it back. We're sister cities.
Any more feedback, you guys?
The ice cream joke, the like dad screw the peas. I know what sugar is. There's no going back. I don't know if that's a punchline, but
I liked it.
Oh, it makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe you made your own pea ice cream. I don't know. to get him to eat something.
Dragon.
I wrote down cat and pea ice cream.
Or like instead of chasing the dragon, it's like, well, there's a dragon painted on the ice cream truck or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chasing the ice cream. All right. Well, thanks for listening to some new shit.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Now hold on. Sorry, as we near 2 hours, my brain is starting to malfunction. I guess it's my turn to tell some jokes that are in my phone. So here we go. Okay, so I bought a gun. I was at the gun store and I went to go buy a shotgun. But did you know they stopped giving you the dipping sauce for free? Like now you got to pay extra for like the sauce. They're like, oh yeah, it's like 89 cents more. And I was like, but I'm already buying a shotgun. I'm not gonna just put it in my mouth without any sauce. And they're like, no, you got to pay almost a whole dollar extra. And I was like, what the fuck is this world coming to? Like when I was a kid, it was free. I don't know what changed. So this country's going down the toilet. Yeah. I'm from Detroit, and for some reason, like every time I leave Detroit, when I'm driving, people get mad at me because I ignore stop signs from deaf people in wheelchairs. But when you run them over with your car, they do stop signing. They stop signing. Hey. Driving in Michigan is weird because I realize that for some reason the further north you go in Michigan, the more moose related the name of every restaurant and venue gets. And I always thought moose are more of a Canadian thing. Like everybody wants to be Canadian until it's time to throw down. But if you I think that like if you have the name of an animal in the name of your restaurant, you should serve the meat of that animal. Like on a moose burger or a moose steak, they should have it because my grandfather used to tell me moose meat is delicious. Yeah, they should serve moose meat. Or there should be a moose in the back that you can fuck. Because otherwise, this is false advertising. Like you go up to the bar, you're like, hey, I'm looking for some moose head. They're like, oh, right this way. They got a moose chained up in the back and use the antlers like handlebars to control the motions. Fun fact, if you ever want to fuck an animal, chickens are nature's fleshlight.
Oh my God.
It's true. Frankincense sounds like if Frankenstein was a superhero, he'd be like, "Oh, my frankincense is tingling." I used to think that Nicolas Cage was just where they put you when you don't have any nickels. Yeah. I get pulled over a lot, and every time I get pulled over, the cops always want to search my car. I think it's because I kind of act like the guy in Scooby-Doo that they want you to think did it. But when someone's being really nosy and you see they're about to fuck them over, but they keep going, so you're like, all right, whatever happens. Because they always look in your car like they're going to find some big-ass stash of drugs or something. Then they pop your trunk and find a Foot Locker full of baby heads. Like, oh, I've never seen those baby heads before in my life, officer. The Wu-Tang Clan added a white member. His name is Meth O.D. Man, as opposed to Method Man. Yeah. I was at work the other day, and everybody I work with always thinks I'm too serious. So I was like, I'll show them. So I walked up to a random guy, and I was like, hey, man, you think that if they start like arresting people for like jaywalking or blinking too slow and making you feel stupid because they're blinking slow because they want you to know that they think you're stupid, if they take all those people and they put them in like a big ass coliseum full of cameras, they don't feed them for a few weeks to make them all fight to the death, and their prizes they get to eat the people they kill, and that's all they get to eat. You think they'd be on like regular TV or like a subscription service like HBO? And he was just like, I think it'd be like Amazon or something. And he just like walked away. So the next day, I walked up to a different guy and I was like, hey, man, do you think that pregnant women are the turduckens of cannibalism? And he was just like, nope. Nope. And he just like walked off. Yeah, one day they were all getting food and they were like, hey, do you want anything? And I was like, oh, where are you guys going? And they were like, oh, we're going to Wendy's. And I don't like Wendy's because their hamburgers are square because I don't need anything with corners because I don't want to cut myself. Plus, there could be anything hiding around those corners. You know, there could be like a robber. Like you open it up, a robber hops out. He's like, give me all your money. And you're like, oh, fuck, I spent it all at Wendy's. All 4 of my dollars. I'm done. Thanks, guys. Feedback.
No sauce? How am I going to make this suicide sweet and sour?
Oh.
Turduckens cannibal. Why don't cannibal mothers breastfeed? Because they only get 2 feedings.
Oh my God.
I thought you could end the joke like where the DEA tries to bust you for drugs and they're like, ah, dang it, it's just baby heads. Get out of here. We have no quarrel with you, good sir.
Yeah. Oh, I get pulled over a lot. Not because I'm black, just because I don't stop. It's like a callback. Is this because I'm black? They're like, there's a lot of dead handicapped people behind you.
And then you could be like, the officer's like, do you know why I like pulled you over? And you're like, because I hit a guy in a wheelchair. He's like, no, because you're black.
Did you end it with after you run them over, they would stop signing?
Mm-hmm.
What is like? Okay, I didn't understand the last punchline. Do you mean like they're the stop sign?
No,
Stop signing.
They were stop signing. Or something.
Why did I do this? I don't know sign language. It's like air guitar.
I'm just like,
Yeah, but you said stop signing. They stopped signing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
They
don't know
were
sign
stop
language. That's kind of funny. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't understand sign language. It's like this is pretty universal.
Like, what are you trying to say?
patty cake. High five.
I thought he wanted a high five.
Yeah. You're like, keep
So I
going.
hit him with my car.
Hi, Al. My name's Ben Below.
I just thought like for Moose Restaurant, Mussolini's. I don't know.
Something
Hmm.
moose knuckle. That's a
I
thing.
was going
The
to
moose
say, I
knuckle.
wrote the words moose knuckle.
Do you guys call it down there too? You guys know what a moose knuckle is down there? That's-
Yeah.
Yes.
It's when their front butt looks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we more use camel toe, I think.
Yeah, but,
Well, no,
you can
there's-
call it a moose knuckle.
Beyond camel
There's
toe.
levels
Yeah.
to this shit, man.
Yeah,
Or wait.
camel toe, then moose knuckle, and then
Hold
yeah.
on.
You
What's
got
beyond a moose knuckle?
a Hillary pantsuit? I don't know.
A caribou,
I have never heard this.
cloven hoof. I don't know.
Cloven hoof.
Caribou.
That's sharp.
What's? Ugh. I don't know.
Um,
A mammoth. No, they don't have.
No, I think moose knuckles about as
I'm pretty sure moose knuckles the epitome.
Yeah, and after that, you ripped
Really?
your pants.
Yeah, you make me want to rewatch.
You're
Ice
naked.
Age.
is there what's the term when like a guy is wearing very tight pants and you see the outline of his shaft? Like what's the name for that?
Frog eyes.
Call that a mantle toe.
Frog eyes.
A mammal toe?
A mantle toe.
Mammal
You said
toe.
frog eyes? Or,
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Why don't we just call it simple sausage casing? Like, why don't we? Why don't we-
Vaughn and his ham.
I think I gotta go, but I had a lot of fun, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is has been the workshop episode 118. Now, if you guys have anything you want to plug, now's the time to do it. Ryan, I'll start with you since you're leaving. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm doing a show next Thursday in Toronto at the Love Shack
Ooh,
for my good buddy Mike Payne's birthday, who's a co-host here. He's turning 40.
ooh, yeah. I met that
Heyo.
guy once in Meat Space. Cool. I'll be there in spirit. Tara, do you have anything?
I do 2 open mics. We've got Make the Love Seat Laugh Tuesdays at 2. We've got Couch Potatoes Sundays at 3. And upcoming show is The Haunted Ottoman, October 31st, and tickets go on sale 25th of this month.
Awesome. Luke?
You can follow Dead Panda Comedy. Hopefully, we'll be putting on some online shows soon. And then we have the Dead Panda podcast. Look that up on Spotify and other major platforms.
Sweet. Last but not least, Ahmad?
Yeah, we have shows every Tuesday now. The Inexperienced Open Mic at Stanley Park. So if there's any comics in the GTA area that want to work out their material, you can come there at 6:45. The sign-up sheet is up, and the show runs to about 8 p.m.
GTA for Luke, who looked confused, is the Greater Toronto area.
Greater Toronto area to all the
It makes you sound
non-Canadians.
badass, though.
Yeah, to all the non-Canadians in here.
Liberty City over here.
Yeah, I was
I
ready
was
to head to
confused
Los
because you said the
Santos.
GTA area, so the Greater Toronto area.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
know that's true. The area word is very redundant, but I
They
still
actually called the GTA